Hi there. In this video I want to go over some interesting information that Google has made. Google is very clear. They will tell you exactly what they're looking for. You just have to listen. So I'm going to go through and show you exactly what they've said. So let's get right to it. Today I want to talk about a new update from Google. It's not real new. It came out in 2023. But it's still really shaping the way Google delivers results to consumers. So basically, if you own a plumbing company and you have a consumer who's looking for a plumbing company, this tells you what Google is looking for. And it's brand new, so it's really made quite a few changes in the marketplace. So basically, what it's really saying is it wants you to create helpful, reliable, people-first content. So gone are the days of spamming with SEO to just get to the top of Google, because Google really cares about, are you providing content that answers the questions that people are asking for? So is it original information? Is it substantial? Does the main heading or page title give a descriptive, helpful summary of the content? Are you being over-exaggerative or being shocking? Is this the sort of page you'd want to bookmark or share with a friend? So some of these are kind of along the lines of not what a local business would look for, but many of them do apply. So you kind of really want to think through these content and quality questions, and you want to show expertise. And another thing that's massive that Google is really caring about now is providing a great page experience. So that means I need to load fast. I need it to answer the question almost immediately and then follow in. So an example, you have a plumbing company in Chicago. So immediately at the top of the page, I need to say, hey, this is who we are. This is what we do. Here's how you contact us. And then below that, you can fill in the gaps along, okay, so we do X, Y, Z, and in a little more depth, things like that. But at the top of the page, I need to know how to call, and I need to know who you are and what you do, that sort of thing. So it's basically around focusing on that people-first content. So that means it's primarily for people. It's not just for search engines. So in the past, I've been doing SEO since 2007, and the reality is you could spam things, and it really wasn't about the client and their experience. It was really about, how do I trick Google to get to the top? And now Google is taking a look at all of these things to validate that your website deserves to be at the top of the game. So it's, avoiding that search engine first content. And then a big thing that Google talks about is EEAT, and that is experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. So again, go back to that plumber example. I want to know that that plumber has 20 years of experience. I want to know that they have expertise within, the specific things I'm looking for. I want to know that they're authoritative, as in they're on top of the game in the plumbing. And then trustworthiness really comes down to those reviews and case studies and things like that. So this is actually pretty huge, and a lot of websites aren't really designed this way. So people will have a website that's created by an SEO company or a website design company, but they're not taking advantage of this EEAT. It's one thing, again, let's go back to that plumbing example. It's one thing to have a plumbing website in Chicago. It's quite a different thing to have a plumbing website in Chicago that talks about water heater replacement, and it's talked about Brad, who has 23 years as a master plumber, and and has that expertise and authoritativeness of what Google and what the clients are looking for. So it kind of comes down to think through who, how, and why. Like, who created the content? So again, in that previous example, many people have websites that have content that is kind of generic. Like, I have no idea who wrote it. It's most likely not the owner. And that's okay, but you want to have the owner proofread it and assign his name to it. So again, if Brad is a plumber, the master plumber that worked for the Plumbing in Chicago company, I need Brad to be the author of this article, not just generic content that's put there, right? So kind of think through that. How the content was created. So it's, really has to do with AI. I'm not really tremendously worried about this at this point because no matter what, Google has not really been able to identify AI written content. So it's really about, does it answer the client's intent? So if, again, I'm looking for a plumber that can replace my water heater, I don't really care if it's AI written. I want to know, does it answer my questions? Does it tell me how to contact them? Does it appear to show trustworthiness, authoritativeness, that sort of thing? And then why? And that why basically is a little different for local companies, but typically what we're doing is, in my experience with my business, I want to answer the question of why. Why should you call me? Why should you do business with me? Why am I the logical choice in the marketplace? So anyway, this is kind of a brief overview of the Google Helpful Content update. And hopefully you've got some hints in here that can help you implement that in your business. All right, take care.